a reminder that if you don't have to register every week to come. You can use the same link, but you can easily get the link again by registering again, so that's fine. And as we've done the last couple of weeks, we'll have time at the end for questions and reflections. And so we'll get going. And initially, I acknowledge the traditional owners of the land from which I greet you this evening. For me, that is the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. And I pay my respects to their long-standing custodianship and connection to the lands and waters of this country, and to their elders, past, present, and emerging. I offer the same respect to any elder who may be present with us tonight, of any tradition. And now I just move our bodies a little bit. Move your head, it's the middle of the week. Move your shoulders, unclench your hands if you've been sitting at a keyboard or maybe driving all day. Does your belly need to unclench? Does your face need to unclench? Feet. Just get all those things loosened up. And then we're just going to spend a few minutes sitting with the breath just to get into the space, to relax a little bit. You're not going to be asked to do anything other than sit comfortably. If you're in a chair, make sure your bottom's right back in the chair. If your feet aren't touching the ground, it's good to get a cushion or something to put them on so you're sitting stably. If you're sitting on a cushion, try not to slouch. And then just eyes open or closed, whatever suits you. Mouth a little bit open, neck straight, but relaxed, not rigid. And it's okay to move a little bit and adjust yourself. But just for a few minutes now, we're just going to sit. We're going to be present and aware right now, right here on your cushion, and just sit and work with the breath. Thoughts will arise, allow that, just don't follow them. When you're ready, a few deep breaths to start. And now just relaxing into being with yourself, having an in-body experience. And connect to any sounds you might hear around you. And make stories in your head about them. And so your breathing slows down as you relax into this. Nothing is forced. Adjust yourself a little bit. Check that you haven't clenched your hands. Keep your face relaxed. If you have pain or discomfort, you can direct your breath to that spot and just try and breathe through it. And then we'll gradually return your awareness, being aware of your posture, how your body feels. Maybe you've got a bit cold sitting still for a few moments. Wiggle your hands and feet. When you're ready, open your eyes. And then once again, we're just going to move our body a little bit. You'll often find you'll get a little less resistance after sitting for a few minutes. Clear the neck and the shoulders, they tend to drop down as we sit. Remembering to unclench your hands. Lots of people clench their hands after they've been sitting for a while. And the face. Thich Nhat Hanh says we should smile when we meditate. Give yourself a massage if you need to. Then for our next set, we're going to do a simplified Tonglen practice. So most of you have probably had experience with Tonglen, giving and taking meditation. We're just going to start with a simple one tonight, just working on our souls. With any kind of Tonglen, you should always work on yourself before you move on to offering to other people. But today, just a very simple one. Get back into it if you haven't been doing it, or if you are new to it, to have this experience of working with a guided meditation, energetically cleansing and healing yourself. Okay, so it's an act of self-care and self-nurturing. It's a very lovely practice to do. I think everyone benefits from working with some Tonglen. And then in a few weeks, we will expand to do the other part of the practice where you also do this giving and taking for other people. But it's always good to start with yourself. Anytime you do it, you should do it for yourself first. And it's good in any time to take those few moments of self-care and just look after you. Because even if we are really committed to being here and being of service, we have to look after ourselves to be able to do that. There's no good being a worn out, burnt out husk. So it's a very nice way to put some energy back into yourself. We're going to do this one with the eyes closed because we're visualizing. If you have trouble visualizing, don't worry about it too much. You can focus on the colors that I mentioned or the sensations. Not everybody is able to see a immediate picture of the things that we talk about in guided meditations. So don't stress yourself out about the visualization. It is something that can be learned, but not everyone can do it. So whatever works for you as we go through the process, that's what works for you, and there's no need to judge yourself on it. So we'll be working with the eyes closed, or you'll be working with the eyes closed, and just sit comfortably. Again, make sure you are straight without being rigid, that your shoulders are relaxed, that your feet are stable. If you're sitting in a chair or on the couch, a couple of breaths. Now we're going to start this meditation by visualizing a very small sphere, the size maybe of a chickpea, that is positioned above your head, maybe a handspan above the crown of your head. And this small round object, this pearl, if you will, is intensely bright and incredibly luminous. It is a perfect sphere emitting the most beautiful, clear light that you can imagine. So as you're visualizing this light, it slowly starts to descend. It comes down to meet at your crown, top of your head, and then this sphere is absorbed into your body. As the sphere makes its way down, traveling, the light from the sphere begins to spread through your body. So the sphere is slowly making its way down through the central channel, having entered the crown, and it will make its way down to rest at your heart chakra. But starting with the crown, and the whole of your head and face becomes suffused with this beautiful white light, luminous, bright, keeps moving down your throat, your neck, your shoulders, not forgetting your back. The sphere has come to rest now at your heart space, but the light continues to travel down your arms, even filling your hands and fingers, all those extremities, moving down through the trunk, through the abdomen, all down through the lower chakras, glutes, and then moving down the legs, thighs, knees, lower legs, the shins and the feet, and ultimately even your toes. So you are a body of light, a body of beautiful, luminous light. So this light has not just permeated your skin, but your muscles, your fascia, your bones, your nerves, your lymphatic system, your blood vessels, all of your organ systems. Your lungs are filled with this beautiful white light. As you breathe in and out, you can see that you're actually breathing in and out this beautiful white light. As you breathe out, you're expelling any negativities, any darkness, any sad thoughts, anxieties, moments of anger. All of these things are now being breathed out of your body with your out breath, and you're breathing in beautiful white light that you are surrounded by and filled with. You have illnesses in your body, you can visualize those being cleared away. If there's pain in a particular part, visualize the light working there. And again, with each out breath, you're expelling that pain. So now we're going to take this a step further. And I find a good way to work with this is to imagine you're sitting in front of a big mirror and you're looking at your reflection. So you're visualizing yourself in front of yourself. And you see yourself there, and be tender, be kind, be loving to yourself. Don't think negative thoughts about how you look, what you're wearing, any of those things. This is an act of self. So you see yourself in front of you. If you can visualize yourself fully, that's great. If not, the mirror is a great way to work with this as well. If you can't visualize, just know that you are sitting in front of yourself. Now, the sphere, which has been resting so gently at your heart, is emitting its light out and over to enter your other body, your other self, at your heart point. And from here, as when it entered your first body form, this light spreads out from the heart center and floods this other body with white light. Again, the trunk, the abdomen, up into the head, shoulders, the arms, right down to the fingers, the lower part of the body, the legs, the toes. Looking at this and seeing all of these issues that you know you have stored in your body, physical and emotional, now being flooded with this beautiful white light. And because you know what's going on with yourself, you can now look at these issues or whatever you want to name them, and you can, with love, take them away. You can breathe them from your other body in front of you. So I'm taking that anxiety that I know you felt from that uncomfortable conversation today. I'm breathing it in. Now you're not taking it on. It's being dissolved into the white light that's already in you. And then you're returning to your other self, this beautiful, healing, luminous light. Don't get too caught up in 1,000 things on a list of the facts about yourself that you need to change or repair or fix, but just where you know you could do with some love and kindness and tenderness, and that there are things that are no longer serving or that are heavier today, let's take them away. You're not going to reinforce them, you're just taking them away and dissolving them into the white light. And as you do this, as you breathe in and out, giving white light, taking away pain, giving white light, taking away sadness, you'll see your other self in front of you as luminous and as perfectly bright as you are, having sat with this white light inside you already. So that ultimately you're breathing in and out white light. There is nothing else to take away. And your two selves are equally radiant. Two beautiful light bodies face each other in an equal status of radiance and calmness, peace and bliss. And just sit there for a moment like that. Being very kind to yourself always. Sometimes there are things going on with our bodies and we don't trust them. This is a chance to restore that trust a little bit. It is what it is, but you can still be tender and flood it with beautiful white light and take away what you can, because you know yourself better than anybody. Just breathing. I'm not worrying about anybody else today. It's heal yourself in the world. Now, looking at this other self in front of you, beautiful vision of white light, your light body there. Your work is done here for now, and this light body is going to dissolve. Not break or disappear, but dissolve and condense down into that white sphere that you sent to yourself at the heart space, concentrating back as it dissolves. And then that white light travels back to your heart space. So you reabsorb this light. And then very gently as you're sitting there, this light returns to the sphere at your heart space in its original place, coming down from your fingers, arms, from your toes, returning up your legs, through the trunks, through the abdomen, coming down from the head, the shoulders, the neck, the back. Returning to this shining sphere, this beautiful pearl. And once all the light has returned to this space, just going to absorb this into your own self, into your own heart space, where it can sit until the next time you need it. And then just reconnect a little bit with your body. Does it feel different? Does it feel lighter? Does it feel less pain-filled? Less tense? Do you feel less anxious? You're not carrying anything like guilt or anger. Just calm and light-filled and relaxed. And then gradually become a little aware of your surroundings. What noises can you hear? Are you a little bit cool after sitting still for a while? Are you hungry? Are you ready for a cup of tea? Move a little bit. Ground yourself back into this body that you've just looked after so beautifully. With your hands, wiggle your feet. Are you aware of your heart beating, of your breath? Take a few deep breaths. Oxygen is always good. And then when you're ready, open your eyes and come back to the space. And just sit for a minute. This is a very simplified version. There are many layers. Tonglen can be quite complicated practice too, but it is a beautiful heart-centered practice, and it's important to remember to look after ourselves.